What's going on, guys? Matt over here with Lethal Garage, and today I want to talk to you about something that is dear to my heart. Maybe not. Cleaning your exhaust tips. Now, what is this thing? This is the invention I found, made by mothers, that I love using. Now, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make that look like this. I hate dirty exhaust tips, and I know some people don't care. They simply don't care what their exhaust tips look like. And honestly, when I see people who take really good care of their cars and they leave their exhaust tips dirty, it tells me they don't care. They don't. So that's my personal opinion. I could be completely off on there, but that's just, I don't know. I mean, some people they'll just paint their exhaust black and then they let the soot build up anyways, and then it doesn't look black because it's kind of like this grayish red nasty burntness, and that looks terrible as well. Like, clean your exhaust tips. Now, in my instance, I've been using these power cones for a while. Now, this is the old one. I actually didn't clean this the last time I cleaned my exhaust tips, so it's super dirty. But I bought a brand new one for the purpose of this video. It's not cheap. Well, it's not expensive by any means, but 12 bucks, I guess, for this part isn't that cheap. But it's got a metal tip that goes into your drill, and it's really simple. Now, in my instance, I do a two-part clean. I use an all-purpose cleaner, something that has a cleaning agent, just to spray on there and kind of eat into the grime. And then I actually use a car polish. So in my instance, and sorry for not having this all pulled out, but I use Adam's finishing polish to polish out the tips and make them look amazing. Now, some people are like, dude, you should use metal polish, you should use stainless steel polish, you should use whatever. I've tried stainless steel polish, I've tried metal polish. This has made it shinier, look better, and honestly, it makes it a little bit easier to clean too. I'm actually shocked this polish doesn't like fry up or discolor or do anything, but it hasn't done anything of the sort. So in this instance, my car has exhaust from 91 gas and now E85. So this is actually the first time I've tried this product with E85 residue built up on there. So let's see what happens. But this is your guide on how I clean my exhaust tips. First things first, you're gonna need a handheld drill of sorts. You can use a small one, you can use a big one, it doesn't really matter. The biggest thing is you want something that has decent torque that can actually turn and polish. So in this instance, my little rigid, tiny, I don't even know what the heck model this thing is, R8 2005. This thing's old, they probably don't even sell it anymore. I love it. It's portable. I usually leave it in the back of my car. So when I go to a car show or whatnot, I can pull out the cone, I can pull this out, and quickly polish my tips. So, yeah, let's put the cone on. So in this instance, you just slide the cone in, and let me do it to where you can actually see. So, I got it all the way in. Tighten it up. There you go. Polisher. So, let's get my other handy-dandy ingredients that I'll need. So, obviously, you'll need the cone and a drill. I always have my throwaway towels. I use these to clean the tips of my exhaust or other motor parts, and I never wash them. I basically use them until they're completely black and dirty, and then I pitch them. These are 50 of these microfiber towels for $6.99 on Amazon. These are what I consider my throwaway towels, and honestly, it's the best investment I use so I don't mess up my good towels or anything like that. The other thing is a nice finishing polish. So I'm using a finishing polish in this instance over a metal polish, and a good all-purpose cleaner. So in this instance, I'm using Clarity One's all-purpose cleaner solution. This is a dilute, so this is a solid product, so I gotta find my spray bottle that has the 31 breakdown on it. So yeah, let's do this. So this is a few-step process. I do have my diluted degreaser. And this isn't going to take off a lot of dirt, but this is going to give me a little bit of a cleaner base to work with. What I do is I just spray that on there, get it nice and wet, and I use one of my green towels, and I usually just do a wipe. And what this does is it gets the bulk of the dirt. Now, if you're wondering why my tips are dirtier here than they are here, it's because when I run in track mode or sport mode, the flange is open, so the exhaust comes out this way. If I'm in tour or snow or ice, it routes it through the muffler and it comes out this side. So as you can see, That took off quite a bit of the soot and dirt that was on there already, but you'll see if I get up close, there's marking and it's just not pretty. So this is where the polishing comes in. Typically, I'll put a little polish on my fingers. I'll do it on this hand because it will be easier to show you. And I just spread it around the tips, and I'll get in there a little bit. A little bit more for this side. So now you'll see I have basically car polish on there. Wipe my hands off. And now comes the cone. So just put the cone in and I go in a circular motion, applying pressure, and I get in as far as I can reach. Now that that is done, I'll follow up with a clean, dry cloth. Get any leftover, not drop the camera. And the tips. My exhaust tip got chipped. I have no idea how. But there you go. Look how shiny that is. Cleaning your tips is all fine and dandy with these tools, but how do you keep those clean? Let's cover that next. So it's one thing to keep the tips clean, but what about keeping this clean? You guys saw this was brand new, and look at it's already pretty dirty. This one's very dirty. And literally I use my all-purpose cleaner. I literally soak the heck out of these. I'll let them sit for a minute. So you saw how dirty that one was. Here's a brand new one. Let that sit. I'll put it on full. Adjust that so you guys can actually see. See, I just sprayed spray on there and rinsed it off. The tip's still a little dirty, so if you see that it's still a little bit dirty, give it another spray. And typically these will dry overnight. Now that was the new one. See how clean that got? Still, I mean, after even one use, it's gonna get a little dirty at the tip, but that's pretty clean in my book. I just let that hang out and dry. Now, remember how dirty this one was? Hit this one more time. Like you can see the cleaner going to work, where I spray it even. You can see the red again. So you can see why I ended up buying a new one. This one was getting pretty stained, but it's not completely black anymore, but it's clean enough to clean the tips again. But yeah, there you go. That's how I clean my tips. So my exhaust tips stay pretty clean. As you can see, they are shiny all the time. I'm a big fan of the Mother's product. I know a lot of people out there use different ways to clean their tips. I've seen some guys use SOS pads. I've seen some guys use light steel wool. That does put fine scratches in your tips. And if you look at my tips, yeah, they have some fine scratches in them, because I used to be one of those guys that used steel wool. I will never use it again on my stainless steel tips. This is just easier. It's less abrasive on your system. So if you have a new exhaust system, you want to keep it looking pristine, this way is going to work for you, and it's going to look good every single time. And again, that polish, you guys might think I'm crazy using a car paint polish, but it makes it so much easier to clean the tips. And the biggest thing to keep the cone from getting filthy is pre-spray and wipe it down inside of those tips, so that way the cone doesn't get completely filled with soot and nastiness. So, but there you have it. That's my guide for cleaning your exhaust tips. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you guys have a better way, a faster way, a more interesting way, share it below in the comments. I would love to know. Maybe I can even try it out. But I have found this way to be one of the best methods to get the shiniest shiniest tips possible. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this content, smash that subscribe button. If not, thanks for stopping by, checking out the channel, but likes, comments, shares are appreciated. And until next video and next whatever, we'll see what it is, hope to see you on the road.